On the latest season of Big Brother UK, self-proclaimed inventor of gay pop Jojo Siwa, 21, formed a very close relationship with a fellow housemate and former Love Island star Chris Hughes, 32. After their very physical relationship became more apparent, and after passing secret messages by writing on each other's hands, Siwa confessed, "I've always told myself I'm a lesbian, but I think being here I've realized, oh no, I'm not a lesbian, I'm queer." This is the big news that most people seem to be focusing on. Jojo is no longer a lesbian. She lied. She's just using the queer community for her own fame. And as a fellow queer person, no, I disagree. Well, we probably won't ever know if that last statement is true or not, but sexuality in general can be pretty hard to lock down for some people. We don't all know what our feelings are for other people at a very young age. For example, I was 25 when I came out as bi. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s in a very anti-gay social environment. Everything bad was also labeled as gay. Thank the gods for Hillary Duff's Don't Say Gay campaign.
You really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
But even that was mocked heavily back then. In a 2013 Pew Research Center poll, quote, relatively few LGBT adults, 5%, say they were sure about their sexual orientation or gender identity before they were age 10. A majority, 59%, say they knew between the ages of 10 and 19. 1 in 5 say they knew for sure they were lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender when they were in their 20s. And 8% say it wasn't until they were 30 or older. Some 6% say they still aren't entirely sure. So following this path, it is perfectly normal for Jojo not to know exactly what her sexuality is at this age. Remember, she's only 21. I personally am beyond thankful to have a supportive community now, but not everyone has that. This can cause some people not to ever feel really safe in their coming out. For instance, in a study done by the Trevor Project in 2023, fewer than 40% of LGBTQ young people found their home to be LGBTQ affirming. Jojo has previously said that her family, specifically her mom, has been very supportive of her coming out in the past, saying, quote, "My mom changed absolutely nothing. She didn't change the way she looked at me. She didn't change the way she talked to me. I was still her daughter and she loved me the same." And that is absolutely lovely for Jojo. However, she also said while being on Big Brother that she felt more open to be herself than she ever had before and that she didn't want to go home. In an interview on the Useless podcast, Jojo said of her time in the Big Brother house, quote, "Being away from everything you know, and for me specifically, being away from the super publicness of my life was good for me." Jojo Siwa has been a public figure since she was at least 9 years old.
Honest to God, like, looking back at it, I just can't believe my age. And
How
I
old
think
were you?
I was 9 on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition.
Wow.
Since then, she has been a huge presence on Nickelodeon and YouTube, in addition to hosting her own competition show and international tours. She has had her own merchandise line in Walmart and Target, and her net worth is estimated to be around $20 million. Her rise to fame has also been pretty damn rocky, especially lately, what with defending friends Colleen Ballinger.
For the internet is incredible. I think her creativity is incredible. Miranda sings, is a character, is a comedian, and I think that it's very hard to be a character where people are also looking at you as you're a real human behind that character. And I think being a comedian is very hard because you were able to do things years ago that were okay, and now that we've grown and we've matured, we've realized that they're not okay. You know what I mean?
Shane Dawson, James Charles, against questionable behavior with minors, and her recent music releases in which she was not only accused of stealing lyrics, but also proclaimed that she wanted to invent a new style of pop called gay pop.
I wanted to start a new genre of music. It's called gay pop.
Despite amassing 1.4 million streams for the song Karma on Spotify, the same success has yet to find Jojo's love life. Jojo Siwa's love life has been documented since at least 2015 when she first appeared on Dance Moms, when she was rumored to be dating Maddie B. Raps, real name Matthew David Morris, at just age 10. Jojo was then confirmed to be dating, in order, Mark Batembo, Kylie Prue, Katie Mills, Madison Alvarado, Dakayla Wilson, and most recently influencer and activist Kath Ebbs. Ebbs, 27, has dated Jojo since December of 2024. While Kath has commented on how hard it was to watch Jojo develop a relationship with Chris on Big Brother,
to just give you my story, my comment. Yes, I was watching the same show as you all. I could not talk to my partner at the time, and it was very unsettling and very hurtful, and I did feel betrayed.
She has also said that she felt she was emotionally cheated on. Kath said,
Decided to show up for my partner and hold up my end of the bargain of being in a partnership and being a teammate, and I flew across the world to support and be there and hold that person in whatever they would be experiencing, leaving such a wild experience. And instead I was dumped at the after party with Chris in the next room. It's just fucking crazy to say out loud. It's truly crazy.
Jojo has flat out denied cheating, saying that her relationship with Chris is purely platonic and just a special friendship.
Our friends. Chris is a wonderful guy who I'm very lucky got to come in my life. We have a very special bond, a very special relationship, but it's a beautiful friendship that I'm very grateful for. So I do want to clarify that. And
Chris also helped Jojo overcome the homophobic comments from Mickey Rourke while in the house, and she was able to lean on Chris during that time. Now, we don't know what boundaries around cheating were in Jojo and Kath's relationship, and honestly, we don't need to know. We honestly should not even be privy to the details of a 21-year-old's relationship, in my opinion, but Jojo and some of her partners have decided to show us anyways. We have seen Jojo grow up in the public eye for the past 11-ish years. An evolution of her sexuality is only normal for someone at her age who is still figuring herself out. As she said, being in the Big Brother house let her have that time to do so without constant scrutiny that she was aware of. In the house, you're not allowed to be on your phone or have any other internet access. So while people could comment on Jojo's behavior while she was in there, Jojo was not able to see their comments until after she came out of the house.
You were allowed to listen to music, like no phones, no...
You don't have your phone. You don't have contact to the outside world. Like in the morning, you didn't know what time you were waking up. You never knew what time you were falling asleep.
While some people in the queer community might be feeling betrayed, Jojo is fully allowed to explore her sexuality just as much as you or I. There is nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it's weird how much like more stressful this is like in the open now.
I totally get it, and I want you to feel as comfortable as you want.
No, babe, it's already been aired for everybody.
Yeah,
We're in. We're in. And I think it's also cool for other people maybe going through the same thing to see.
100%.
Yeah. But the topic of conversation had to do with gender identity, whatever, and saying what I said in the show. There's female, there's male, there's non-binary.
Maybe this will give Jojo some more time to really reflect on her actions. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not my Leave Jojo Alone video. Just like the straights have their villains, the queer community has theirs too. I am certainly not condoning the hurt that Jojo has caused or contributed to others. This is more about the fact that everyone should be allowed to explore their sexuality without the scrutiny of the entire world. I switched from thinking that I was straight for 25 years to learning more about myself and coming out as bi, then learning even more about myself and coming out as queer, and I'm 35. Jojo is 21. She could figure out even more things about herself and come to a different conclusion in the future. We in the queer community should at least be supportive of that, no matter what our personal feelings are about someone. However, Jojo certainly should be more careful in how she treats others, including her partners, and that will hopefully be learned in time. And if not, then in my opinion, that should be the focus of videos like this, not scrutinizing her for figuring out her sexuality. But let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Here on my channel, I talk about queerness, music, movies, and queer musical movies. So if that is something that interests you, please go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, as always, don't forget to drink some water, take your medicine, and eat something today if you haven't done those 3 things yet. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye!